Hello. What's up? Hello, cutie vamp. The can opening was so crispy. Hello, Maru. Well, you're wrong, Jarl. I did answer it. Otters are cool. Hey, Plague Chaser. What's up, Arch? Hello, Proverbs. Hello, get you jig. They should level up when you level up. And yes, their HP should go up as well. Yep. Hello, She Builds Monsters. Wow. So many people affected by ads. What's up, Broly saying Jesus guy? I'm so sorry about the ads. We got 20 more seconds on ads. What's up, Kage? All right, welcome back from the ads. By the way, if you don't already have one, I highly recommend getting an ad blocker. You know what I'm saying? In fact, I recommend switching browsers if you're still using Google, Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, or Edge. You should probably be switching to a more privacy-focused browser in the first place. But yeah, get an ad blocker. If you're really tech savvy, figure out how to block ads like through your router. Get your own custom router and then block ads through it. So your whole house just doesn't have ads. Any device on your Wi-Fi would not have ads. Yeah, I don't want you guys to have ads. Ads are a scam. You don't need them. So yeah, feel free to use whatever means necessary to get rid of them. Sorry for all of you who are on mobile. There are ways around it on mobile. You can there are ways to get past ads. I don't have ads on my phone. But yeah. Hello. Welcome, AI. Hello, Lucina. Hello, Apache. Send me that. Yeah, I don't want to recommend specific products or anything. Like, I don't want to be the ad for another product. You know what I'm saying? So I won't do that. I won't give you a specific thing, but I recommend doing some research, looking into effective and useful ways to be able to do that, to remove ads from your life. It's real nice. Do you understand how the NPC leveling works? I've leveled twice and still don't understand it. They should level up as you level up. That being said, the DM can't like see your levels, so I don't know what the exact trigger is, but that is how it was explained to me. I'll be waiting for the perfect time to use my bits. Cool. Echo, can you recommend an amazing head-free AI app loosely based on D&D? That I can't. I recommend Everweave for that specific scenario. Can I make a challenge before the official stream starts? What do you mean? The non-hostility patch has dropped. I ended up making a goblin paladin. It's crazy. Nice. Your challenge has been denied, Jarl. All right. Tell Val to, it's finally his time. He gets to put on the big boy hat. My dampier is ready. Dope. Input in sync guitar. It's only big hits. That's right. Anyone here old enough to remember Blood Rain? I'm guessing that's... You're not talking about Raining Blood by Slayer, right? You're talking about something specifically called Blood Rain? No, I don't remember it. I would like to ask how you added a mutated bearded dragon to my companions list. How to add a mutated bearded dragon to my companions list. You get into conversation with it and then ask it to join your party. And if it says yes, you're good to go. Vampire video game on OG Xbox. I didn't play Xbox. Okay. 1 second, let me post in the chat that we're live. Yeah. I was Sega Genesis, Sega Dreamcast, PS1, PS2, PS3, PS4, PC. That was my... Yeah, now I pretty much only play PC. Smurf here? I don't know. A Smurf wouldn't have that sort of name. I can't read it. But I think it's inappropriate. Thank you, Izzy Dizzy, for following. Lars Abbey, hello, hello. Looking forward to seeing the new stuff. Nice. Welcome. And maybe that's better. Slap some. What's your Discord name? Because it definitely isn't Andy's baby. Hello, Nathaniel Blake. No. Nathalie Blake. Fresh avocado. All right, we are starting. Okay. Oh my God, so many people. Thank you, JBML18, for following. Alt Killer, 6392, thank you. XVI3D, thank you. And Nahu 907, thank you for following. Also, I'd like to shout out the YouTube members. I have set it up so it should pop up now if you become a member or do any super chats or anything like that on YouTube. But for those who have joined recently, Marquez Harjo 9998, thank you. Warfire 334, thank you very much. And Rastabaxis 81, thank you so much for becoming a member on YouTube. I appreciate it. Fraction 45, thank you for following. And a 20 stream streak by Carwile. Prince Hum, thank you so much for subscribing. Okay. We are ready to go. How's your day going, bro? My day is going well. It was busy. I'm a bit tired, but I'm ready to play. Prince Mills, thank you so much for joining. Trashfire, hello. Hello, Kara, thank you so much for joining. What's up, Tombull? Calidor, hello. Hello, Gaming 151. Okay. Lots of people decided that they want this voice as their Everweave DM narrator voice. What voice? My voice? So what character am I going to create? Well, yeah, we're going to find out. No presets. We're just going to create a new hero. Yeah, and so just a quick note. Sometimes I do a spiel at the beginning of the streams. There's a lot of new people, so I want to just quickly get my spiel out of the way. Hello, everyone. I am Echo. Sometimes Elite X Echo or Everweave Echo. I'm Echo. I'm the community manager for Everweave and in-game studio. You can find me on the Discord. I'm there quite often, although I tend to be rather busy, but you can find me there most days. And yeah, I do, I make the guide that is on the Discord as comprehensive as I can make it for how to get the most out of your game. I have been with the game for over a year now, and yeah, you likely see my name pop up all the time for pinging you for announcements and things. Yeah, sorry about that, but comes with the job. Yeah, I do these streams twice a week, Tuesdays, Thursdays. I usually don't make new characters all the time, but new update, I'm making a pair of new characters. The new characters will be played on their respective days. So Captain El Mustachio will be played on Tuesdays going forward for a while. And this character that we make today will be played on Thursdays going forward for a while. We don't play them until the very end. We usually just sort of play them for a while, let their stories go. If the game has a crazy update, I usually make a different character. If new content comes out, I make a new character. But I try and finish them as best I can. yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah, if anyone's curious, I do not make the game. I'm not a dev for the game. The reason I know the answers to all the questions is because I speak to the devs on a regular basis. They tell me information. I pass that information on to you. So that is my job here. I'm a steward of information from the devs to you all. All right. We are... Make the new character a semigod? Like the child of a demigod? A quasi-god. You're forgetting to talk about trivia. Trivia, I talk about it at the end. It's not a big deal. Hello, inverted cheese. Cast Kingdom. Your voice would make a sweet DM voice. I appreciate it. Gregory McNabb, thank you for subscribing. All right. Loving the ideas. We're going to go through sort of option by option, and we are going to build a character together. All right. Let's go gender first. Are we male, female, or non-binary? Non-binary. Female, non-binary. Male, non-binary. Female, female. Roll a dice. Male, non-binary. Female. Okay, looks like it's between female and non-binary. Some people want it to be a roll. Female, female, male, female, male. Okay, it's looking female now? Non-binary. Female. Frog man, hoppy hop, stabby stab. This is what the people want. All right, see you, Tom Bull. Nice roll. You should have these set up as votes. I did votes before. They're just sort of a pain to set up and have everyone be able to vote on them consistently. But it looks like it's going to be female. If I challenge you, would you create an NPC companion? Nah, that's not... Yeah, the challenges are really specific. It's something that I don't have to go out of the way for. It's something that's like a part of the situation we are already in. All right, so I think female is what we're going. What's our race? We going dwarf, deep voice. We going elf, tiefling, orc, goblin. We already got a goblin, so no goblin. I'm denying goblins from being an option. Oh, the tieflings. The elves and tieflings. All right, looks like it's between elf and tiefling right now. I always go elf, but like the idea of tiefling. Tiefling works. Need antlers. Okay. I think it's a dead heat. Alright, I think I'm gonna go elf. I think I'm gonna go elf. Alright. We got 5 classes. We got fighter, we got rogue, warlock, barbarian, paladin. What are we going? Elves get +2 to dexterity as their bonus stats. What do we got? We got warlock, fighter, warlock, fighter. Warlock, paladin, barbarian, paladin. Anything other than rogue is incorrect. Use the force. Warlock, paladin. Okay, looks like... It looks like warlock? Okay. We're going warlock. Man, we really should have gone tiefling, huh? Audible, we're going tiefling. I'm getting those stats. You can't keep me from my stats. Armor of Shadows lets us get -2 incoming damage from attacks that hit us. Is Tiefling better for Warlock? Kind of. It's better in that it has +2 Charisma, and Charisma is the Warlock stats that you want. So, Eyes of the Runekeeper, Beast Speech. I like Beast Speech because it opens up animal companions. Any race lore for Everweave elves that isn't public knowledge that you can tell us? There's no hidden lore. We don't have that yet. I think that is probably something we will eventually get around to, but everyone working on the game right now, except for our one artist, is basically an engineer. They're not thinking about, like, the intricate lore of elves. That's just not their domain. They're thinking about how the game functions and how to make it not break. So that's yeah. We can work on it, but yeah, we don't have lore as of yet. The closest thing we have to lore is like the starting scenarios and how they, like, Captain Voss. Ooh, sorry. Lord Aetherton. Ilara. Ilara is everyone. Lara is everyone. But yeah. All right, Beast Speech. Twice a day you can cast Speak with Animals at will, allowing you to communicate with beasts. Here's the thing. This is true. Like, this is the case. Almost always, though, your DM will interpret this as you can speak with animals at will. It doesn't care about the twice a day. It'll just say, like, it just assumes you can speak with animals at will. Sometimes it'll cast the spell or whatever, but a lot of the times it'll... Because it's interpreting what these means. These aren't like hard set rules. The AI interprets what we say the spell does. So, yeah. And it's like, oh, you know what? You can just speak with animals at will. That's what you can do. I have a question, but I'm not sure how to phrase it. Different DMs judge the outcomes of rolls differently. For example, if you fail a roll, some DMs will give you a partial success. How does the DM in-game handle that? Yeah, so like you mentioned, different DMs handle it differently. Each individual game is a different instance of the DM, and while they all sort of start in the same place, it's starting with different scenarios, having different information in your background. The DM is already prompted to be different. So unless you're taking like the stock standard characters and running the exact same beginning scenario, you're not likely to get a DM that's going to interact in the exact same way. Each of those times, it's going to be something different. That being said, we try and go for like consistency in a sort of like Gaussian curve. Like, we have the ideal in the middle of the Gaussian curve, and then at the ends, we'd like to try and keep the ends of those bounds within expectation, within reason. But sometimes you're going to have a DM that's like doing stuff that's harder for you, and a DM that's doing stuff that's like easier, taking it easy on you. You can always correct this by like getting on the DM and stuff like that, but if you're just like playing and don't want to have to think about like manipulating the AI, you will just get sort of a spectrum there. That's broken. I don't like that the DM just interpret that as a passive skill. Yeah, unfortunately, AI is not perfect, right? It's an evolving technology, so it is not perfect at like understanding stuff. It doesn't. Yeah, the latest models are now getting reasoning, right? They're starting to be able to reason, but it's not really there yet for all forms of like LLMs. So it's just not, and it's sort of expensive to run. So you have to like pick and choose your battles and find ways around it the best you can. But it'll keep getting better as the technology gets better, right? It's we're working with what we got. Okay, we got some cantrips here. I think we have to take Eldritch Blast. We don't have very many damage spells. Okay, are we going for illusions? Are we mage hand? We're like lazy, or we want like sneaky utility. Friends, we're willing to like absolutely sabotage a relationship so that we can get like 30 seconds of good interaction. Mind Sliver? Mind Sliver's another attack, but it's not, in my opinion, it's not as good as Eldritch Blast, because ACs tend to be low and enemies tend to enemies roll for saving throws, and so they can save a lot more often on your spell save DC than you can hit them with their likely low AC. A lot of illusion. Okay. So, minor illusion. Purely a flex. Captain Axe says, everyone else, you are plebeians. I, longtime viewer of the stream, am above you all. I have spent 5,000 channel points to flex on everyone. Great job, Captain Axe. Making sure to put everyone in their place. Wow. 10 out of 10. I'll take it so that there's no multi-class in the future. Eventually. Like, we want to do multi-class, but that'll be after we get all the classes in the game and they're all to level 20. And then we'll start worrying about it. Okay. Spells. Taint and Hunger. Taint isn't that good right now. So I'll explain. Taint has an issue. It functions like a condition. And the issue with the condition is we have the conditions being remembered by the combat DM. And the combat DM forgets that the conditions are applied almost immediately. Even though we prompt it to remember, we change how it should do it. It forgets. And so Taint goes away after one round, always. You can remind the DM that it's there, but sometimes it'll cast the spell again rather than, or it'd be like, you don't have a spell slot to cast Taint. And it's like, no, it should still be active from the last time. It can be a very frustrating experience. So for right now, Taint is minorly busted. It works once. It's basically spend your spell slot to deal 1d6 damage. All right. Hysterica and Glimpse. Definitely Taint. I love being asked if I want to cast it every turn when I have no spell slots. Yeah. Unseen Servant. If we go Unseen Servant, then I want Mage Hand. Alright, are we going Unseen Servant and Mage Hand, or are we going Minor Illusion, Glimpse of Hunger? Servant Hand, Illusion Hunger, Unseen Hand, Hunger, Unseen Servant, better than these. I've never used Mage Hand. Unseen Servant. Okay, looks like more. Alright. Alright, we're going Mage Hand. Oh no, wait, hold on. I don't think I actually selected it. Alright. Proficiencies. Well, we definitely need a charisma. Are we deception or are we intimidation? Decept. Intimidation. We're not scary, we just be lying. Wish me luck on bug fixing myself, trying to get my longest running game going on at the update. Good luck! Oh, get the level 2 ability. You are so right. Yo, Kyle Edelman with the pro strats. Level 2, you can get a second Eldritch Invocation. One of them is like Silver Tongue or something like that, and it gives you proficiency in Persuasion and Deception. Smart moves, smart moves. Kyle Edelman, great job. Intimidation is the correct answer. All right. And then, which intelligence one do we want to do? Arcana, history, nature, religion? Which ones are... What are we sort of, like, specializing in here? Because we got Bespeak, right? We're tiefling now. We called an audible. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of nature. Arcana was sort of taking it at first, but I think nature is going. All right. Stats, we max out charisma. You see it has the little star next to it. It should be maxed. All right, we want to be intelligent. Tieflings get an additional +1 to intelligence, so we're gonna go 13 to get it up to 14, giving us a +2 in intelligence. We'll be extremely squishy if we don't have some dexterity and some constitution, so let's take some constitution, let's take some dexterity. I think that's a good spread. No strength, not a lot of wisdom. I mean, everyone knows that a warlock should not have any wisdom, right? No, nature is intelligence. Nature is intelligence. Here's why a warlock should not have wisdom. You made a pact with a deity or some infernal creature, and you have no method of controlling that pact. That's not very wise of you. Negative wisdom. Negative. Yeah, so intelligence is like your book smarts. It's like knowing stuff. It's things that you study, learn, and can reason. Wisdom is like your senses, your intuition, and your common sense. Warlocks don't have common sense, and they have bad intuition, which is why they're a warlock. All right. It's time to put together the character. All right. We're tiefling? We're tiny? No, I don't think we're a tiny tiefling. We didn't pick goblin. We didn't pick halfling. All right. What's our size? Are we tall? We medium? We average? We large? $200 tall. I feel like that's going to make some issues, right? I think you could still make them tiny, but I don't want to be tiny. We already have a tiny character. You want to be like 5'1"? Average. Rotund. 5'11". 6'6" at the horn. That's not bad. All right. I'll be 6 foot tall female tiefling. I'm 8 feet tall if you count the horns. We'll save some characters there. I'm a 6 foot tall. Do we want to be a special tiefling? Here, I'll say we're a fey tiefling. Eight foot tall if you count my waving horns. That is big for a tiefling. They're like human height. What's the difference between the tiefling NPC model and the elf NPC model? Tieflings have a single tone skin, usually blue or purple. And like sort of like goat type horns, like ram horn type deal. And the elves have like skin patterns, markings that are like gray and white, and then have these really long ears, but they're sort of rounded at the tip and red part way up, and they have antlers, not horns. Why do the elves have markings and horns at all and the ears? Because we wanted cool elves. We didn't want Tolkien elves. We wanted cool ones. So we made cool ones. We're like, what if elves were weird and freaky? And so we did that. Okay, what color? Green skin for the nature? Green. Pink? Pink tiefling. Tiefling is a... Like, pink is... Tiefling is the right choice for pink. Two-toned? Actually, I like pink. I'm going with pink. You guys lost. The wife won. We're going pink. All right. So I'm a 6 foot tall Fey tiefling, 8 foot tall if you count my waving horns. I have pink skin and emerald eyes, and I have bits of green foliage that grows off vines that wrap around my horns and limbs. Adam Craig, thank you so much for subscribing. Yes, 2 foot tall horns. Them suckers is crazy. Okay. I have nature-themed tattoos covering my body. Are you trying to turn me into Hellboy? Alright, I need powers. What are my powers? I have innate abilities. What are my innate abilities? What are cool things my character should be able to do? Remember the other one. The other one had lucky, advantage on all checks, and they had shrink grow. A sick backflip. Boomerang horns? That is kind of cool. I like just the concept of just like ripping off a horn and then just chucking it at someone. Gun. Fungi control? I think we're a little more nature than fungi. Change the shade of her skin from light to dark pink at will. To do a perfect Dark Souls roll. I framed it. Ooh, control her vine tattoos. That's kind of fun. Okay. All right. I got some ideas here. I usually have room for 2 innate abilities, so that's what we're going to be working with. Okay, and a second one. Shapeshifting? Yeah, I like the shapeshifting idea. Allergic attack. Poison ivy skin. Okay, okay, enemies hit by an attack suffer poison and take 1d6 damage. Alright, we got big nature vibes going on. That has to be one of our themes. Will the DM recognize that? Oh, you bet they will. How do you decide your stats for powers? What do you mean? What are you talking about? Ask me more questions, Calidor. Specifically, more clarifying questions to the thing that you say. I have clarifying questions. What do you say? Like 1d6 for poison power? Oh, I just choose something that's I think would stay interesting, right? I could say it does 3d6, but then that's kind of annoying, right? It's like too good. Why would I ever... Like, everything will just die in one hit. It's not very fun, you know? 1d6 feels cool, though. It feels unique to this character. It's like, oh, they got poison. Ah, take the damage. Sucks for them. All right, we're looking at themes now, guys. We're looking at themes. I like 3d3. You cannot push your stats higher than... You can't change your stats. These stats, that's what they are. And the only way you can change them is through ASIs or ability score increases you do through level up. No, I can put I have 22 strength in my appearance, and the DM will be like, you definitely do, but it will not affect any rolls. That's hard coded into the game. There's no changing it. Steampunk? I don't know if we're steampunk. Modern era, because it would be funny. Interesting. I think modern actually isn't horrible. Do we want to do modern? Like I'm a modern fae? That's a pretty big change. So, or like that's a pretty big choice. So, do people want to see modern fantasy? Modern fantasy or like mostly truly modern? Modern fantasy. Fantasy Contra. I thought the new update didn't work well with other themes outside of usual fantasy. I mean, kind of, yeah. But like, it'll work. It just like, it's built for something else. It will function, and most of the time it'll be fine. All right, we're going modern. Modern for the win. All right. So we got modern. She works at the DMV. So do we want issues being like global warming? Do we like how political / like worldly do we want this to be? Do we want this to be like are there cars or do people ride like dragons to work? You know what I'm saying? Like how fantasy, how modern? Fighting eco-terrorists. Cars and dragons. Dragons drive cars, actually, yeah. Okay, cool. Hello, I'm a Heavy Fox. I heard you got hacked. Depends how easy much character. I'm doing well, Happy Fox. Dragons power the car engines with their fire breath. Okay. Yeah, remember this is nature themed though. So yeah. All right, so we got modern, we got okay, all right. We got national parks, environments, environments.
Add, by the way.
National parks, environment. Hello, those on YouTube and those with a subscription to Twitch. How are you guys doing? That's right. Are we a girl boss? Is that the idea? She's trying to become president, so she is a girl boss. The local government is the patron. That's pretty good. More feminine / maternal. Well, she's gonna be modern, so she can be like carrying and stuff. But I don't know if she's gonna be like maternal, unless we made her like older. We could do that. I did, yeah. I had my vision for the character with the tattoos and stuff was that she was gonna be younger, very activist, young activist, early 20s. A cool hippie aunt. Hey, man. Don't throw your cigarettes away in the park. Yeah, I know you can be young and maternal, but that's like, and I know we're doing modern fantasy, but that seems like a pretty big stretch of a fantasy. You know what I'm saying? Like modern young people aren't really trying to be parent like. Hello, hello. Okay, welcome back. All right, we're doing setting now. So we did themes, nature, modern, national parks, environmental advocacy. What is our setting? Are we in the real world or are we in a made up land? Made up land, both. USA. Oregon. Oregon makes sense. Oregon's pretty good, actually. All right, current leader is Oregon because there's a lot of forest, a lot of national park in Oregon. What if it's Pawnee? Is that what it is? Pawnee, Indiana? Not really. More in Washington. Yeah, Washington too. I lived in both. Bermuda Triangle. What are a few different types of good settings? I mean, yeah, like you know, anywhere we could be in. We're currently we're in modern fantasy, right? So we could be like, we could be in the made up kingdom of you know Miltgar, and we could be in the like actual real place of you know Las Vegas, Nevada. And I'm like really trying hard to make a national park in Las Vegas. But yeah, I think Washington sounds good. Oregon sounds good. I don't know crap about Oregon, but I do know a bit about Washington. Amazon's rough because there's not a lot of people. There's not a lot of people in the Amazon. Not a lot of people that you would. It's so big that you won't interact with them very, very often. California. Okay, we got to select one of these. All right. We're gonna. I think we're gonna do a redwood forest in Washington. Someone start posting towns that are near near national forests and Washingtons. Destroyer, thank you so much for resubscribing with your Prime 3 months. I appreciate it. Spokane. Phoenix Vaughn, thank you so much for following. Cutie Vamp, I gotta tell you, I'm just not that in to Twilight. I'm just not that into Twilight. I'm sorry. Yeah, Redwood Forest. More forks. Oh my god, everyone's saying forks. All right, well, it looks like we're in forks. All right. DM skill DCs. Trivial. I want to put very easy. 5 to 10. Always. DM combat. Extreme difficulty. DM avoid. Rot seems kind of okay here, like a rot and a blight. These are things that actually happen to forests, so I'm not going to get rid of that. But avoid cults. I don't really want a cult. We're going to go ahead and deny that request, Caboose. Avoid kings. Cosmic entities. Quantum. All right. This is where we describe what we want happening. Any plans to update your beginner's guide? Yes. I'm just busy. I will do it, likely after more patches come out, so that I don't have to change so much stuff. All right. DM. Oh, we can have like a little bit of a backstory here. I work as a park ranger at a national park. I do my best to keep. Actually, we can put that in the DM section of this. I live with my. Oh, how old are we? What's our age? This matters. $55, 22. Wow. 7? 22, 65, 23, 25. Okay. Early 20s. Required for boarding animals. 34, 27. I don't know. Tiefling ages. Tiefling ages are the same as human ages. You said early 20s was your vision. That's true. I did say early 20s was my vision. 15. I think 15 is a little young. Let's keep it 18 plus, just for just so I don't have to worry about it. Really, is the reasoning. Okay. It looks like 22 is pretty common. We'll be 22. 22 is good too, because you're like just out of college. I'm 22 and live with my parents. My parents can have super normal names. Actually, tieflings can be born to humans. I would love to have 2 human parents. Oh. Give me the most Washington parents' names you can think of. My parents are happily married. Steve and Martha, that's real solid. That's real solid. I like that. Unless someone comes up with something better, it's going to be Steve and Martha. Megan and Chris, nah. Patrick, Robert and Renee. Gil and Sandra, pretty good. Jamie and Janet, John and Diane. John and Diane's also great. Jill and Pete. Oh, Jill and Pete's really good. Jill and Pete do feel right. Okay. She builds monsters, takes it. We're going Jill and Pete. Ooh. Oh, I thought Lewis would be the... Lewis was pretty good. I like that. But I don't like Tammy. Okay. I was going to put Peter, parentheses, Pete, but I don't think literally anyone calls my father Peter. I don't think it happens. He's not that kind of guy. If someone was like, hey, what's going on, Peter? And he'd be one of those dads that would be like, can she have 2 dads? She absolutely can have 2 dads. That's a great idea. But she can, Pete would be like one of those, would be like, whoa, okay? Peter is my father. The name's Pete. All right, buddy? Pete, Lewis, Jill. Pete, Lewis, and Jill. I don't think we have a throuple. I don't want to have to explain that to anyone. Okay. Pete and Pete. I was thinking Peter and Pete. But what's that? I like David. It's not terrible. And here I'll put my dads. Mike and Ike. All right. I think I'm going David. David and Pete. You know what? No. They're like the same guy. It's Dave and Pete, okay? All right, they are happily married and honestly too supportive. They should probably like tighten up the reins a little bit in the household, but they're real West Coast about it, you know? They're like, you know, you got to do you. Representation matters. Yeah, I agree. All right. I have a brother. I have a brother? What's my brother's name? Antoine? PJ? Oh, okay. I have an adoptive brother for sure. I live with my 2 human dads. I have an adopted brother. Honestly, I think someone said like an owl bear, and I think somewhere along those lines is an amazing idea. Like my adopted sibling is like just like an intelligent creature. Sly Cooper. It's not Jake from State Farm, absolutely not. Weird bear. It doesn't have to be an owl bear. A sentient bonsai tree. Ooh, Tabaxi. Okay, I like Tabaxi. Tabaxi's pretty good. What's the Tabaxi's name? Waffle, Mr. Mint. Oh, this is awful. No, guys. There's a waffle. Named Pickles. All right. Tabaxi named Pickles. Who doesn't know they're adopted? Okay, we're gonna try and add some stuff to this. This is gonna kind of be like Monster of the Week. And a little bit Slice of Life. And we're gonna have to add in some sort of wacky characters too. I'd like this game to be a slice of life story of my character trying their best to save we're gonna make up a national park here. The Dragon's Rest Redwood National Park. But corporate greed, toxic chemicals, otherworldly diseases, and more try to destroy the park. in a constant, never-ending cycle. All right, I think this is a good character. What's our name? Okay, all right. Everyone wants me to. Okay, I have a pet pseudo dragon. With, we'll say, green scales. Named okay. My name is Pinky, Ivy, Jan, Beatrice, Ruby, Sticks, Ivy, Pinky, Yazriel, Ivy Montego, Rita Repulsa vibes, Ivy but spelled Evie, Tiffany Rose, Iris. Iris is in bed. It has to be Mushu. It has green scales. I guess it can have red scales. Alright, it's named Mushu. Iris is good. Peanut, Ingrid, Shui, Felicia, Clausewitz. I'm sorry. Sorry to hear that. But we're having a fun time anyways. Maybe even Nova? Alright. Iris is a white flower, isn't it? Huh? What are pink flowers? There's Sakura. Iris is purple? Okay. Let me see. Okay. Yeah.
It's not pink.
It's not pink though. It's very purple. Yeah, there's Sakura. Yeah, cherry blossoms, right? Yeah. All colors iris. What? Yoshi! Mimosa is a pretty pink flower. I like that. Rose. Yeah, Rose is good. It's just so... Mina. Mina's also good. I like that. Could you check Mimosa?
Like the beverage?
No. Flower.
Well.
Oh, yeah. Oh. I like that. Okay. I think I like Mimosa. Both of my dads joke all the time that, like, the other one named me that because of the drink. Because they were trying to get a drink order. It'll just be sort of like the forever dad joke, you know? They always say it like it's the first time they're telling the joke. They'd be like, Pete. Pete named you because he was trying to ask the nurse if they would bring him a mimosa. And the doctor accidentally wrote it on the page. We just ran with it. All right. Mia, not Mina. Azalea, fuchsia. All right, I think we got it. I think it's Mimosa. Family name? I don't know. Do we need one? We're not going Columbine. We're tiefling. So I don't know if you guys know this, but in D&D lore, 2 human parents can have a tiefling child. It's just like it's meant to be like they're just like bad luck, and they're usually given names that are like tragedy or something. They're just like named after a concept. It's modern, so yes. Yeah. There's also a massacre. Magnolia. Mimosa Magnolia. Ooh, I would like a wood name. What do we got? Walnut, pine, oak, mimosa oak, Oakley, magnolia, mahogany, cherry, cherrywood, linden. Linden's pretty good. Willow. Willow's also nice. Mimosa willow. Beech. Birch. Mimosa birch. Okay, I think I like birch though. We're gonna go birch. All right, where are we starting? Are we in the inverted forest? That is the first question. All right. This could be from a poacher, you know? DM, please create a unique... Oh, no, actually, we're not going to use a unique back... I think this is actually a good... Like, there's nothing about this that's old, so there's no reason to say, like, we need it to change it, and I kind of like this for where we're doing. So we can stay with this one, but I'm going to ask it to... DM, please use my character's appearance and backstory for the themes and setting of the game. Thank you. And then I'll type my message out as normal. Okay, so I shake my head, clearing it, even as blood rushes to it, making my pink skin even redder. This trap must have been set by poachers. I'll use Mage Hand to untie the knot and let myself down. Got to be more careful. Thank you. Dexterity. No! It did roll. You focus the faint, shimmering outline of your spectral hand appearing before you. You focus the faint, shimmering outline of your spectral hand appearing before you. It reaches for the intricate knot above, nimble fingers attempting to pick apart the tightly wound fibers. However, the relentless rush of blood to your head, coupled with the awkward angle, makes precise control elusive. The mage hand fumbles, tugging fruitlessly at the coarse rope. The knot, simple as it seemed, refuses to yield. Holding firm against your magical efforts, you remain suspended, swaying gently with each failed attempt, the pressure growing in your temples. What do you try next? All right, Unseen Servant, I think is the way to go here. We also have Mushu. We'll try and save the spell slot. We've asked Mushu to burn the rope. Is there a way to manipulate my messages to make my saves focus on intelligence instead of wisdom? What saves? Like, are the enemies using, like, dominate person on you or something? Those are typically wisdom saves. Oh, I think it's entering me into a dialogue. We'll see how it goes. Why ask the animal when you can burn it yourself? I have... What, pyroturgy? I don't think I can make, like, big fires, right? I can't. I think I can just sort of, like, manipulate small fires? I don't remember. You can hold fire in your hand? I still have to, like... Look, man, I got 8 strength. Do you think I can do it upside down, like, hanging from my foot, sit up all the way up to the rope above my feet and burn it and hold it there long enough to actually set it ablaze? Nah, man. You're talking about someone with at least 10 strength. Not me. I got 8. Oh. Never mind. It just took forever. Someone asked if it was taking a long time. The answer? Yes. It seems like it is taking a long time. Mushu, a tiny crimson streak, darts from your shoulder, its miniature wings beating furiously. He hovers above the thick rope, a tiny plume of smoke puffing from his nostrils. With a focused gaze, he unleashes a concentrated jet of flame, no bigger than a candle's flicker, directly onto the knot. The natural fiber of the rope quickly blackens and smolders, then snaps with a sharp crackle. You tumble ungracefully to the forest floor, landing with a soft thud amidst the pile of decaying leaves and soft earth. A jolt runs through your body, but you are free. Mushu lands softly on your shoulder, nudging your cheek with his snout. Sweet. Okay. Okay, let's look at a pyroturgy. Oh, you can't see the cantrips. You manifest a minor wonder of fire. You can create one of the following magical effects within range. You can extinguish or light a small campfire, torch, candle, or generally any flammable material that is not being carried or worn. However, the speed of ignition is greatly dependent on the type of material. You can create a small flame in your hand that doesn't harm you or any other creatures. You can manifest the smell of smoke to appear. The spell ends if you cast it again or if you dismiss it as an action. So, sounds like I could not use pyroturgy. It probably would have let me gotten away with it, but as it is written, I shouldn't be able to. Yes, it is flammable, but yes, rope is flammable, but it's something that isn't being carried or worn. And a trap that is holding me is definitely being carried or worn. If I had a piece of rope hanging off my ankle while I was walking around the street, you would say that person is wearing a weird piece of rope on their ankle. Now it's that, but it's more intentionally there. All right. I don't want to hear your rules, Lorraine. I'm a DM. I deny it. Hello, Sailor Planetos. You made a collar of hill giant strength for your pet rat. Speak with Mushu using beast speak. I was already gonna do that. All right, comma. Easiest challenge of my life. We're gonna go ahead and say, I did that. Quick game, new characters. Consider dragons are telepathic? Yeah, doesn't matter. Had to throw me a bone? Cool. As a warlock, who is your patron? Who is our patron? Our patron is the local municipalities that fund. Actually, it's a national park, so it'd be the it'd be the national government. Vega Demon, thank you so much for following. I appreciate it. Ron Swanson. Mine started off wisdom, but then changed to like most solely now. Would it add him to the party if you say thanks for being a part of my party, my friend term? No, it would not. Did someone ask about a scritch? What are we doing right now? We're hunting down poachers. Is there a way to manually remove a companion as my DM? Added one without my knowledge and didn't know until combat. After combat, I tried to remove them, but the DM won't. You have to get into dialogue with them and then tell them to leave your party. All right, we're making a dice roll. Hey, let's go. See, who needs wisdom when you could just roll a 17 minus 1? Hey, keep the cursing down, Vega. Yeah, it does look like there is a sort of issue with how long the responses are taking, but, you know, most of the stream is us talking about stuff anyways. What's everybody having for snacks? I have flaming hot Doritos and 0 sugar spiced cola. Nothing? Cutie Vamp, get your snack game on point. This is a snack mandatory stream. Cheetos, pizza, dope. I just ate an apple. Apples are dope. Gummy bears, love it. Failed to send on roll. What? That's a new one. Oh, but it worked? Oh, no. It didn't... Huh. There we go. So that was a bug. And okay, we got it this time. Lovely. I think the servers are having an issue. It's not like only our game that uses the AI, right? So I think it's been overwhelmed much of the day. Natto flavored soda? Oh my god. Yuki, no. I guess, yeah, I guess if that's your thing. Ooh. Natto seems crazy to have with as flavored anything flavored natto seems crazy. Homemade cookie dough, nice. Cool Ranch Doritos and Coke Zero. Why do you have a spicy version of my snacks? Baked chicken breasts. Sick. Wendy's bacon cheese potato. Apple slices. Nice. Sausage, egg, and cheese sandwich. Loving it. Korean poke. Dope. Popcorn. Got devoured during character creation. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Let's get back to the game. You reach up, fingers gently caressing Mushu's scales as you murmur appreciative words in the sibilant language of beasts. He trills softly in response, his small head butting affectionately against your hand. With a grunt, you push yourself up from the leafy ground, brushing off the detritus clinging to your pink skin and green foliage. The detritus and my green foliage really get mixed up all the time. You really can't tell. Your emerald eyes narrow, scanning the surrounding trees. The anger at being ensnared, the frustration of the failed attempt to free yourself now coalesces into a steely resolve. This is your park, and poachers are not welcome. That's exactly right. Your trained ranger's eyes immediately picks up subtle disturbances in the undergrowth. A snapped twig here, a faint scuff mark there, undeniable signs of recent passage. You crouch, tracing the distinct imprints of heavy, work-worn boots in the soft earth, their path leading deeper into the ancient redwood groves. Just beside a massive moss-covered trunk, you spot something more. A discarded wrapper for an unfamiliar, cheaply made energy bar. Foreign to the usual brands found in the park's general store. There's also a small, crudely fashioned wooden stake driven into the ground nearby, its tip smeared with a strange, oily residue that glistens faintly. This isn't just common poaching. Okay, so someone brought in outside food into the park. Not cool, right? We have the all-natural energy bars sold in the park so that if you do end up dropping some food, it's not going to be an issue for any of the animals. I can't believe they would do that. Honestly, even as just like, even poaching, that's poaching irresponsibly, honestly. This is modern day. I don't think we're trying to kill people. If it was like a monster and maybe like, maybe we have to, but I don't think, I think we're nature loving. We're not trying to kill people. What's away the pitchfork? Okay. Wisdom time? I think it's intelligence. I think depending on whether or not it's magical or man-made or natural would be depending on like which intelligence check. Intelligence, let's go. Seven plus 2. That's all you need. And it's nature. Let's go. Of course you were wrong. You were going against me. There was only one option. Your patron is your stream chat. You bend down, your fingers gingerly closing around the discarded wrapper. It's moving faster now, I don't know why. Tucking it away for later disposal. Your attention then shifts to the crudely fashioned stake. You pull it from the damp earth, its tip still glistening with the strange thick liquid. Bringing it closer, you inhale cautiously. The odor is acrid, vaguely chemical, but with an underlying organic tang that is unsettlingly familiar, yet alien. Your experience as a ranger tells you this is no natural sap, nor does it hum with any arcane energy you've ever sensed. It feels manufactured, yet disturbingly potent. We gotta teach the AI what yet and but mean. A cold dread settles in your stomach as your intimate knowledge of the forest's delicate balance allows you to decipher the unnerving truth about the residue. It's a synthetic compound, a sophisticated herbicide designed not merely to kill plants, but to destabilize the very root systems, leaving the soil infertile and vulnerable to erosion. It's a slow, insidious poison far more destructive than a simple cut of a tree. The organic tang you initially detected is a binding agent, likely derived from some local flora, making the chemical more effective against the specific biome of Dragon's Rest. This isn't clumsy poaching. It's a deliberate, calculated assault on the park itself. You clench your jaw, Mushu letting out a low growl from your shoulder. Ugh. Sensing your distress, the tracks of the perpetrators continue deeper into the ancient trees, seemingly unconcerned with covering their trail. What do you do? This is dope, though. He didn't say blight. Yeah, he didn't say rot or blight. This is more in tune with what this is. This is an herbicide. This is meant to kill plants specifically. That's very cool. Wow, they made a poison for this when they could have just used copper. It's possible it's cheaper. You know, copper is expensive. What kind of animal is Mushu again? He's a pseudo dragon. They really want that parking lot. I know. Parking lots make too much money, apparently. Okay. An ad is about to play, so I'm sorry to everyone who will see the ad. We will pause for a moment. Goodbye. Cries and wrong. Yeah, I didn't say no blight. I said the blight could be here. It'll always be 3 minutes. There's no Buc-ee's in Washington, my guy. Buc-ee's is Texas, Tennessee, a few other places in the South. Mostly in Texas, though. Hey, do you know the game Voices of the Void? I do not. Environmentalism, love it. Yeah. Oh, Hexus? Doesn't mean that Tim Curry is getting on the chat. What? I live in Texas, so yeah. Everybody doesn't follow logic. Georgia just got Buc-ee's too. Nice. So you open one in Washington. Never mind then about Voice of the Void. The crazy thing, I've never been to that store, which is crazy. The crazy thing is, I've never been to that store, which is crazy. Whoa. Crazy squared. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. I'm sorry for the ads. I cannot turn them off. They have to play. So, yeah. Once again, I recommend learning how to block ads even on mobile. I don't mind. I don't care about the, like, $2 that gets me per stream. Block them. I'll try a sound effect. Make Mushu sounds? My Mushu or like Mulan Mushu? Axe. Your Mushu, unless you'll do Mulan, even though it isn't lines. Okay. My Mushu. Alright. Yeah, my Mushu sounds like, he goes, little guy noises. Do a roar. I thought it would be cat-like. With a mix of fox. That sounds like a drunk. 10 out of 10 terrified. Yeah. Yeah, I can do scary roars, but he's like a little guy, and he's meant to be cute. But I will mark that as done. All right. All right, we're going to chase down those guys. We don't have much time left, but we're going to go chase them down. Do a cute roar. You gotta make me try a sound effect to do that. Cats don't roar, is the thing about that destroyer. You guys, you gotta use the channel points to make it happen. Alright. This. Caboose. I'll try a sound effect. Do a rar and a mew. Alright. my actual cat showed up and started screaming. Shut up, Karma. Go away. Toss. All right, we'll mark that one as complete. This is the content he knew he'd be making when he made the channel. Cutie Vamp would like me to do the Japanese cat. Yan. Yang. Yan. I have no idea how they actually do it in media. Yan. I think that last one was probably the most correct, but it sounds so close to a mew. The cat came back. Stop saying.
I'm giving Nick pat for them.
Oh yeah. And we're also upsetting the dog who is saying, "Stop summoning the cat! Why must you summon him?"
Hey. Hey.
Oh, we entered into dialogue. Oh, are these the poachers? Nice. Wheezing. It's like nya. It's more nya than yang. Next will show it. She did. What does this stream become? Oh, yeah. People will... Oh, God. More sound effects. The summoning sounds for Nyx so they don't feel left out. Oh, Nyx loves a boof. She loves to boof at people at the window, and she takes them very seriously. So it's like yeah, she's looking at me now. Now everyone's upset. Discord question: if the servers go down or have issues for whatever reason, will the dots in welcome auto update? No, they will not auto update. Oh my god. Oh, this is a challenge. Have Musu accidentally set one of the poachers' pants on fire. We'll see. Actually, I think we have just enough time to read this dialogue, and then we have to get to trivia. Yeah, the PC art I really like because you can see them full screen on the left here, and then get the text on the right. And yeah, so I really like the PC for the art, for the dialogue mode. Blast it all! You scared the wits out of me! Who's shouting? Can't you see we're busy? We're just clearing some overgrowth. for the survey crew. Best you keep walking and leave us to it. I instinctively shove the herbicide bottle behind my leg, shielding it from view. I turn around to face the intruder, my amber eyes darting nervously around their face before I shift my weight, my hands trembling slightly as I reach up to chew on my lower lip while gripping a tool with white-knuckled intensity. Well, Torgan, you're doing a bad job at lying, I'll tell you what. Precisely as my associate has indicated, we are conducting a mandated botanical assessment and targeted invasive species eradication under the auspices? Under the auspices of the Regional Park Management. You would be wise to continue your trek elsewhere, as this area is currently restricted for hazardous application. Your interference is, quite frankly, a breach of protocol that we have neither the time nor the inclination to tolerate. I straighten my posture, masking the tremor in my hands by crossing my arms tightly over my chest, effectively hiding the container. My gaze remains fixed on the intruder with a cool, sharp intensity, and my thumb begins an automatic, rhythmic stroking motion against the base of one of my horns. Your hands are both tightly over your chest and touching one of your horns. That's crazy. The flavor text really throws NPCs under the bus. Yeah, they're not supposed to, like, do that so much. That's another prompting issue. They should say, like, what they're doing, but not the stuff that should be hidden from me. But, yeah. 3 arms knew it. Oh, man. It said the base of their horns. They're clearly out of their head. I like the art, though. The art's great for both of them. All right. We're doing trivia. Willow therein, your points are refunded. Oh. Sorry, Carwile, but that's a line. You have to pay for the line to get the full line there. You've been refunded. There is no generated artwork, Plague Chaser. All of the art is created by our in-house artist. Okay, well, I've been given the lines to say now. Alright, well, I need my promo codes. Let me grab those. And I gotta think of a question. Context was misunderstood. Sorry. Just making sure it is known. Okay. Hello, that one guy you know.
That's great. Will you go here? Good girl. Next.
Okay. It's time for trivia! Here's the first question. Why does metal feel colder than wood when both are at room temp? There you go. Lando, conductivity is correct. You know, Lando, you might have gotten it by accident, but yes, actually, it's heat conductivity is why. Metal is a better heat conductor, and therefore it draws the heat from your hand away from it faster, which makes you feel like it's colder, even though it's the same temperature. I said, folder. Nice. All right. Hmm. What happens when your opponent in a game of dodgeball catches your throw? I want the rule that almost always applies, not the niche ones. Captain Axe, you're out, is correct. You are no longer in the game. Yeah, teammate comes back in isn't actually always the case. Hey, Lando, did you get your messages? Did you get the code? Okay. I don't think either one of you did get it. So I'm going to refresh. We'll try it again. And then if that doesn't work, then I don't know. I don't know why that happens sometimes. Try again. Lando, did you get your code? Sweet. All right, and then Who answered this? Axe, right? Where you at, Axe? There you are. Whisper. Axe, did you get your code? Nice. How tall in centimeters rounded are you when you were 6 feet tall? Okay, Fool, you got it. Sorry, I should have said rounded to the nearest one. But Fool, you are correct. 183. Math. Dinkelberg. I don't know what to tell you. 182, it's like 182.8. It's 6 feet. Alfred, thank you so much for the 100 bits. I appreciate it. What is the largest breed by weight of snapping turtle? That one guy you know, thank you so much for following me. Alligator is correct. She builds monsters. Alligator snapping turtle. What is the largest freshwater turtle in the United States? Lenino, alligator is correct. Yep, it's the alligator turtle once again. The Ninja Turtles. About Sam the Snapping Turtle when I was a kid. Awful. What are the two main / most common components of bronze? Willow therein, tin and copper is correct. Valheim info for the win. Oh. Which island country has the highest population? She Builds Monsters, did you already win one? Indonesia is correct. If not, Phantom Arcanist, or if you did, Phantom Arcanist gets it. Okay, you already won one. All right, Phantom Arcanist. Indonio. Actually, I'm sorry, Phantom Arcanist, you don't get it. This is a proper noun and you spelled it really wrong. I'm a Happy Fox gets it with Indonesia. Sorry, bud. Proper nouns, you gotta spell them correct. You just shot my heart. I'm so sorry. What force ability did Palpatine use on Windu and the other Jedi when he yeeted himself across his office? He killed 3 to do this ability. The dark side. Cutie got it? Okay. What was the answer? Force Scream? Nice. Ooh. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. What is the lowest speed in miles per hour that a tornado can be rated an F5? African or European tornado? Good question, Lucina. Good question. These are the important questions. I don't know. Ah! Shielded got it? Shield L. No, it must be 200 and 1. It has to be over 200. Phantom Arcanist. What do you call a chemical or an element that isn't consumed by a reaction but lowers its overall activation energy? Phantom Arcanist. Catalyst is correct. Phantom Arcanist finally pulling a W. Jarl, that's not a joke, okay? Hydrus just isn't here. What is the reddish glow from a rising or setting sun on a mountain called? She builds monsters already won, so don't take her answer into consideration. Phantom Arcanist already won, so don't take red paint as an answer. Did someone get it? Sailor Planetos, have they Have they said that someone got it correct? I don't see them saying someone got it correct. No one got it. Okay. No one's gotten it yet.
Someone got a thing in YouTube. They hydrated for 550 joules. Is the thing?
They hydrated for 550 what?
Joules? Is the thing you set up in YouTube?
No. What? I have no idea what that is.
Thing.
What is that? Someone did something in YouTube? I've never heard of it. Alpenglow is correct. The first person to get that is Arch. Is that right? All right. Congratulations, Arch. Arch, you didn't win one already, did you? I don't think so. But sometimes I forget. Not today? All right, sick. All right. What is the most dangerous height for a cat to fall in meters? There is a range of answers here that is correct. Calidor 7 is correct. Three to 7 meters is correct. Did you already get one, though? No, you haven't. So you haven't won. Lovely. Yeah, so cats, they actually slow down if they start falling higher than 7 meters. The reason why is they get themselves into position and then stretch out and then turn themselves kind of like into a flying squirrel sort of situation to try and reduce drag. And this, whenever they are placed like this, their terminal velocity is low enough that they can land likely with little risk of injury. But between 3 to 7 meters, they don't have enough time to slow themselves by twisting into position and getting ready to get themselves to get maximum drag. So that is why. How many exact paintings Michelangelo paint the Sistine Chapel roof, and how many years did it take? What? Phantom Arcanus, your question doesn't make a lot of sense. How many exact paintings did Michelangelo paint in the Sistine Chapel roof? On the Sistine Chapel roof? And how many years did it take? Did Michelangelo. One in 1 hour. He just did one. Yeah. Your keyboard is acting up. Don't worry, mine does that too. Where it types the exact thing that you pressed on the keyboard rather than what you wanted to press. I hate it when my keyboard does that. Is anyone getting it? $33 in 4 years. $4 years and 300. Solmander. Hello, Solmander. You have won. But unfortunately, Solmander, you have blocked all whispers. So please, please, Solmander, click my name and start chatting with me so I can send you a code to get messages. Do it. You don't want to miss out. Does the message pack come up under support pack? I don't know. Maybe. It should be 50 messages, though. Oh, wait. Solmander. Wait, hold off. So sorry. I sent you the wrong code. That one's already been used. Calidor. Did you already use your code? Okay, sweet. I accidentally sent Solmander your code as well, but it can only be used once, so they can't like use it. It just... Alright, there you go. Solmander. Alright, last question. What material is made when lava mixes with a body of water? Well, that depends on the type of lava, Plague Chaser official. Your question was just, what material is made when lava mixes with a body of lava? Come on. Obsidian. There you are. Yeah. Phoenix Vaughn, I sent you your code. But all right, that's the last trivia question. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming. Just so you know, water is lava, and you got to be specific on your types of lava. Any mineral that breaks down and melts is now lava. So, yeah, ice is a mineral. That's lava. So, be specific with your types of lava. PSA. Night, everybody. I appreciate you guys joining the stream. Phoenix Spawn, the message is in Twitch. Check your messages in Twitch. All right.